Hello, Marnus. Congratulations for the qualification to that second eliminator. The way you are looking very relaxed today, as you are saying. So since the day when your team lost 4 consecutive matches and today, how confident you are as a group and as a captain? And this is your first PSL experience. What would you say in there?
Firstly, I'm glad you think I look relaxed now. I didn't feel relaxed on the field. Felt like there was a lot of things going through my mind, and especially when we got on top, I knew this was a really nice surface, and you wanted to make sure that we kept tacking, kept putting pressure on. Yeah, I mean, it's a big roller coaster for us. I think as a team, we've certainly been entertaining. We've won big, we have lost big. We've had ups, we've had downs, but I think the confidence that we've got in our team and our lineup and the consistency we've now been able to bring over the last 6 games, to be 5 from 6 games, is really impressive, and it's a credit to the group.
Marnus, what are your thoughts on the form of Saim Ayub? He's been struggling a while, not scoring runs. Yet he's still the part of playing 11. How are you giving him the confidence, and what the talk you have been with Saim Ayub?
Yeah, I've had a few conversations with Saim. Firstly, I think this is what our team has done so well, so unique. I think, as everyone remembers, Usman Khan, first 8 games, struggling. Last 2 games, won us a game. Then, performed really well, performed well today. So I think that's the art of a tournament. Players don't lose their ability, they lose confidence. And confidence creates performances. And even today, that innings today, I'm sure is going to change the next 2 games for Saim. And our conversation was just, he's no longer that young kid. He's an experienced player. He's got many facets to his game. He can attack, he can defend, he can read the game well. And the only thing I said to him is just keep trusting your ability, and keep trusting yourself, because it will click and you will win us the game. And it's not going to matter about the PSL performance if he wins us the final. It's just that's what great teams do. So he's been wonderful.
Marnus, how you will describe the Jason Gillespie? His techniques and especially his experience in Pakistan as a coach, how much that was helpful for your team to come back in this tournament, and now you will be playing second eliminator?
Sorry, who is the person? Jason. Yeah, I think it's everyone. I think it's all our support staff, the overseas support staff and the local support staff. I think everyone's had such a big impact on, once again, the individuals and making sure they're prepared, they're confident, they understand what we need to do. And Jason's just really facilitated that really well. He's allowed guys to be able to communicate, allowed them to do their roles and their jobs really well. And, I think that's his best asset is being able to read the room and understand what is needed. And I think he's done that wonderfully well. And to all our support staff, from, massage to sidearm to everything. It's just such a collective effort from Hyderabad and its support staff. So, you always got to be thankful for them.
Marnus, we have seen Usman Khan batting in the second phase. In the first phase, he was struggling a bit like the other players of Hyderabad. What your advice and the coach advice to him? Because we've seen him struggling in Pakistan level as well, but now he's score quickly and scoring century as well. What's your take on it? And what about Hunain Shah? We see him crying against Peshawar Zalmi, and now he's the man who took you in Eliminator 1.
It's going to be a long answer, this. Firstly, on Usman Khan, I think the really impressive part about him is the most important part, I think, when you're having a form slump is to recognise it. And he recognised it, and he said to me that, I'm not playing. He wasn't scoring well. And I just said to him, brother, that's what it's about, team, right? The rest of the team were able to pick up the slack when he wasn't in form, and we were still able to win games. And then when he came good, now there's a few other guys that aren't scoring as well. So it's just such a great team effort. And I think the only thing I've been really impressed is he hasn't really changed his batting at all. He stayed the same. He was confident from that first game against Moulton, where he took it on in the first over, played some beautiful shots, and he was confident today. I think now that he's got some runs, he's just reading the game really well. And I think sometimes when you're not scoring runs, you don't necessarily read the game as well as you do when you're in form. And I think that's what he's doing really well. And on Hunain Shah, for the first few games he wasn't playing, and, we probably didn't know what we had in the bank. And for him to come out with the performances that he has come with, his deft bowling, his consistency through the middle, I love his character. I love his personality. I've got a really good relationship with him. So it's been really nice to get to know him and be able to, chat to him on the field and work out what's our best way to navigate different scenarios. So I've been super impressed with him, and hopefully there's 2 more games to go.
Hi Marnus, it's Shakil Khatak here. What we should call Hyderabad, rise from the ashes, from zero to hero. And the other part that when Maxwell landed here in Pakistan, the Hyderabad changed their momentum and they were flying high. I mean, they were even untouchable, and they are continuously winning the momentum. So what was the main reason? Either it was a Maxwell impact, or Hyderabad took some kind of booster. So, and they're all flying.
I think it's probably a 2-phase answer. I think obviously getting the likes of Glenn to join the side gives you that extra confidence, it gives you that extra depth. And but I think even before that, we had that really close loss to Zelmi. Defending 14 off the last over, and we probably should have won that game. But I think, and that was sort of the shift, I think we just showed that we could compete even when we weren't at our best. And in the other games, I think we got outplayed most of the time. Maybe that game against Moulton where we got 230 and they chased it. But apart from that, I think that gave us the confidence, that game against Zelmi, to know that, okay, even if we're not at our best, things aren't going right, we can still compete and we can still be in the game. And I think, the combination of then getting Glenn in and, him having a quiet few games, but then, like I said with Usman Khan, like I said with Glenn Maxwell, these guys, they're superstars. They're going to win you games. Same with Saima. They're going to win you games. You just got to trust the process, and you got to make sure that the rest of the side is contributing around that to win games when those guys aren't firing. Because big moments came. Usman Khan stepped up. Big moment came. Maxwell stepped up. KP stepped up when we needed it. It's been such a team effort, and that's why I'm so proud of this team. I've seen the other teams, and there's certainly areas in their sides that are going like super well, and I feel like I look at our side and it's like we've been everywhere. Bowlers had a great day, the batters have had a great day, the bowlers have had some bad days, the batters have had some real bad days. So it's just been such a mixture, and that's why I just really enjoying being part of this team.
Marnus, Mohammed is asked from Pak Passion. 4 out of 4 losses, and then some decisions were taken. Obviously, you coming up the order, the induction of Hunain Shah, and obviously Maxi came in as well. And then the sort of comeback started. So apart from these visible changes, can you share with us, were there any other strategy plans or something like that that made this incredible comeback possible?
I can share a little bit. I think, firstly, the shift in the opening spot was purely on obviously the pitches we were playing on Karachi, and the matchups of having 2 left-handers at the top, and guys being able to bowl spin, off spin on slow, tricky wickets with 2 left-handers was a bit tricky. So that's why we shifted to the opening, because it just meant teams had to make decisions around the ball spinning in and the ball spinning away to right and left-handers. So that was the first decision that was made, and I think the rest of it then sort of fell into place. I think that shift gave us a little bit of momentum. It got me going a little bit in the tournament and allowed me to sort of be able to take the game on in the power play and then read the scenario and kind of play what was in front of me. So that's probably the first one. And the other one, is probably just on a confidence side to keep empowering your team with words and keep encouraging them to trust their skills and their ability, and to keep telling them that they're good enough to be here and we're good enough to win this tournament. And that's what we were saying when we were losing 4 games. You know, we were saying we are good enough to be here. Yes, it hasn't gone our way, but we've just got to keep trusting the process, and we've got to keep coming back to, okay, what do we need to do that makes us play well? And not getting too sucked in by the emotion of the losses, but let's go back to the process and what does it take for us to win? What do you need to do as a bowling group? What lens do we need to hit? As a batting group, what are things that we can do to help us stick to a process? And then the outcome takes care of itself. You know, if teams bat well or bowl well against us and we've stuck to our process, that's so be it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.